Salvete, and welcome to Magister Peace Theater. Virgil in his Aeneid refers to the Roman people as gens togata, the togaed race, or the toga-wearing people. The toga was so much a part of the Romans' identity that for centuries the Romans were thought of as uniquely those people that wore togas. In this episode of Magister Peace Theater, we're going to talk more about Roman clothing, how the male free citizens of Rome wore togas as their distinctive dress. Women wore over their tunics a stola, and we'll talk about the different accessories, the palla, for example, or how the folds of the Roman toga allowed a person to carry things, or to carry a scroll, for example, if the person were a public speaker. The episode you're about to watch is from a series called Forum Romanum, produced by the National Classical League. The actors and actresses in it are Latin teachers from around the country, and it's all done as though it were a newscast from the days of ancient Rome, and everything in it is said in Latin. However, to help you, we'll watch it first with English subtitles, and then we'll watch it through a second time with my voicing over it in English so you can understand everything that's being said. And along the way, you're going to have a lot of fun learning about Roman clothing. Enjoy!
Salvete omnes, mihi nomen est Marcus Favonius, et hac est Forum Romanum, quid noi est hodie, brevi tempore videbimus, at prius ecce quaestio hodierna.
Quaestio hodierna est de vestimentis Romanis. Quod vestimentum Romanum signum pacis erat. Responsum daditur ad finem fori Romani.
Et nunc videamus quid novis sit. Hos nuntios modo recepimus, Imperator Caesar Augustus Marcus Aurelius Antoninus mortuus est. Vindo bonae, prope fines imperi Romani, ubi tot annos Imperator noster cum barbaris bellum gerebat, in morbem mortiferem Marcus Aurelius cecidit, atque max mortem obiit. Julia?
Marcus Aurelius omnibus agentibus maxime delectus erat. Non solum imperator maximus, sed etiam stoicus erat, scribens multum de vitae oneribus quae toleranda sunt. Marco Aurelio mortuo, filius commodus, habenas rerum tenebit. Bene sit commodo.
Imo etiam bene sit nobis. Ita vero, Julia, bene sit commodo. Hic ad Forum Romanum saepe nos audimus non nullas quevelas de nuntiis quos optamus narrare, tot mortes, tot calamitates, semper mala numquam bona. Itaque nihil amplius de mortibus aut calamitatibus hodie narrabimus.
Sic est, quod hodie ut notumst omnibus est liberalia, festa liberi, quae apud Graecos Dionysia appellata. Nam Deus qui nostra lingua est liber, aut Bacchus Graece est Dionysus.
Apud nos Romanos liberalia est dies ubi puer egregius primam togam indutus est. Quia de toga loquimur, loquamur de vestimentis Romanis. Ad his de rebus narrandum, nobiscum est vestispica clarissima, Pomponia mela.
Gratias sumas, Favoni. Omnia vestimenta Romana divisa sunt in tria principia, in quibus sunt tunica, et toga et stola, cuncti tunicam gerunt, viri feminaeque, cives et peregrini. Tunica autem debet esse inornata ac simplex, promissa et genua, cinctaque cingulo belteoe. Si vir egregius aut clarissimus, olem equestris aut senatori ordinis, clavus angustus aut latus ad est in tunica. Super tunicam est toga, toga tota nostra est, nam ut bene scitis gens togata sumus. Belli civis Romanus gladium sumit, sed pace togam sumit, quod toga pacis signum est.
Certe, ut Marcus Tullius Cicero inquit, cedant arma togae.
Recte dicis. Ecce hic puer egregius, Gaius Annius Florus nomine, cui sunt 15 mani. Hodie liberalibus festis, Gaius togam virilem primum indutus erit. Toga ut scitis est vestimentum lanium, gravissimum, longissimumque. De togis haec res est, oportet sinus, quam elegantissime fluere. Cives Romani, id est maris, soli togam gerere solent. Quamquam udaiunt antiquis in temporibus mulieres quoque togam sumpserunt, his temporibus tamen femina honesta numquam togata est. Vestimentum muliebre est stola, oportet stolam extendere ab collo usque ad talia, cincta zona sic. Non numquam mulier palam induit super stolam.
Optime mela multas gratias tibi agimus.
Nihil est.
Tempus est audiret de tempestate, quam ab rem ecce aulus serenus.
Gratias tibi ago favoni, videamus quaenam sit tempestas hodie. In Italia, hodie est varietas caeli, alias sol lucet, alias nubilosum est. Fortasse Jupiter ipse non certus est, utrum laetus an tristis sit. Tristis quod bene delectus Marcus Aurelius mortuus est. Laetus quod hodie est liberalium dies. Bene memini illum diem cum adhuc essim servus, quando filius Domini togam virilem sumpsit. Quam laeti eramus, quam
Ignosce mihi serene, sed de tempestate loquebadis?
sane, ignosce mihi, mea culpa est. Ubi eram? Nunc memini, circum mare nostrum temperatio caeli est. Sol lucet plerumque, sed paucis in partibus pluit. Scilicet in Britannia pluit, ut semper. Et pluit hic non tam procul a Germaniae finibus, ubi noster imperator optimus vericissimusque Marcus Aurelius tam miserande mortuus est. Qualem hominem, scisne favoni Marcum Aurelium Graece scripsisse?
Bene scio serene, et bene scio tempus fugere.
Iterum ignosce mihi, iam satus est, alus serenus sum, atque spero, caela sint vobis valde serena.
Multas gratias serene, et nunc ecce responsum quaestioni hodiernae.
Quaestio hodierna erat ut sequitur. Quod vestimentum Romanum signum pacis erat? Responsum est hoc. Toga.
Nunc tempus est videre nostrum dictum hodiernum.
Hoc est dictum hodiernum. Cedant arma togae.
Verba notanda, ut repetamus nuntios principales hodie ante diem sextum decimum calendas apriles imperator Caesar Augustus Marcus Aurelius Antoninus mortuus est.
Atque hodie liberalia sunt, dies quo puer egregius togam virilem sumit et civis Romanus fit.
Totum est ad hanc editionem fori Romani, gratias summas agimus, et di vobis faveant.
Valete omnes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marcus Favonius, and this is the Roman Forum. What's new today? Soon we will see. But first, behold, today's question. Today's question is about Roman clothes. What Roman garment was a sign of peace? The answer will be given at the end of Roman Forum. Now, let's see what's new. We have just now received these announcements. The Emperor Kaiser Augustus Marcus Aurelius Antoninus has died at Vienna, near the borders of the Roman Empire, where for so many years our emperor was waging war with the barbarians. Marcus Aurelius fell under a fatal disease and in a short time died. Julia? Marcus Aurelius was greatly loved by all peoples. Not only was he a great emperor, but he was also a Stoic, writing many things about the burdens of life which must be borne patiently. Marcus Aurelius having died, his son Commodus will hold the reins of state. May it be well for Commodus. Even more importantly, may it be well for us. Yes, indeed, Julia, may it be well for Commodus. Here at the Roman Forum, we often hear many complaints about the news we choose to report. So many deaths, so many calamities, always bad things, never good things. And so today, we will not report any more about deaths or calamities. This is true, because today, as everyone knows, is Liberalia, the Feast of Liber, who was called by the Greeks Dionysius. For the god who in our language is Liber or Bacchus, in the Greek language is Dionysus. Among us Romans, Liberalia is a day where an honorable boy is dressed in his first toga. Since we're talking about the toga, let's talk about Roman clothes. To explain these things, with us is wardrobe expert Pomponia Mela. Thank you very much, Favonius. All Roman garments are divided into three elements, among which are the tunic, and the toga, and the stola. Everyone wears a tunic, men and women, citizens and foreigners, but the tunic needs to be without ornament and simple, extending to the knees and bound by a small belt or girdle. If the man is honorable or high-ranking, a knight in former times or a senator, there is a stripe, narrow or wide, on the tunic. Over the tunic is the toga. The toga is completely ours, for as you well know, we are a toga-wearing people. The Roman citizen takes up a sword in war, but in peace, he takes up his toga. Therefore, the toga is a sign of peace. Certainly, as Marcus Tullius Cicero says, let our weapons yield to the toga. You said it. Behold, this distinguished boy, named Gaius Annius Florus, is 15 years old. Today, the Feast of Liber, Gaius will be dressed in his first toga virilis, toga of manhood. The toga, as you know, is a woolen garment, very heavy and very long. About togas, this is the thing. There ought to be a fold which flows very elegantly. Only Roman citizens, that is males, should wear the toga. However, as they say, in ancient times, women also put on the toga. In these times, however, an honorable woman never wears a toga. The woman's garment is the stola. The stola ought to extend from the neck all the way to down here, thus bound with a belt or girdle. Often the woman wears a pala over her stola. Excellent, Mela. Thank you very much. It's nothing. It is time to hear about the weather. And for that, here's Aulus Serenus. Thank you, Favonius. Let's see what today's weather is. In Italy today, there's a variety of sky. The sun shines on some, and it's cloudy for others. Perhaps Jupiter himself is not sure whether he is happy or sad. Sad because the well-loved Marcus Aurelius has died. Happy because today is the feast of Liber. I remember well that day when, although I was still a slave, the son of my master assumed the toga of manhood. How happy we were! How... Excuse me, Serenus, but you were telling us about the weather? Yes, excuse me, I'm sorry. Where was I? Now I remember. Around the Mediterranean Sea. There's a pleasing balance of sky. The sun shines a lot, but in a few places it rains. Of course it rains in England, as always, and it rains here not so far from the borders of Germany, where our excellent and most revered Emperor Marcus Aurelius has so lamentably died. What a man! Do you know, Favonius, that Marcus Aurelius wrote in Greek? Well do I know, Serenus, and well do I know that time flies. Again, excuse me. That is enough. I am Aulus Serenus, and I hope the skies are exceedingly serene for you. Thank you, Serenus. And now, look, the answer to today's question. Today's question was as follows. What Roman garment was the sign of peace? The answer is this. Toga. Now it is our time to see today's saying. Today's saying is this. Let weapons yield to the toga. Words worth noting. To repeat the headline news, today, March 17th, Emperor Caesar Augustus Marcus Aurelius Antoninus died. And today is the Feast of Liber, a day on which a distinguished boy puts on the toga of manhood and becomes a Roman citizen. That's all for this edition of the Roman Forum. Thank you very much, and may the gods show you favor. Farewell, everybody.